We have a son that was born with Downs, and he was born in 1962, and we always felt like that when he left home, we would find a place for him to live. There weren't any places available in Kansas by the time he got to be that age, so that created a problem. I called Mosaic in Nebraska, and within 2 weeks they came out to have a meeting with us, and Mosaic liked what they saw in us, and we liked them. So within a month or two they did decide to locate and built 2 homes, and that all started around 1985.
She didn't only advocate for her son, she advocated for every individual with disabilities in our area so that they could live a better life, and I think that her passion will never go away.
Nancy has really helped with inviting people into the organization who may understand that Mosaic exists within Ellsworth but aren't real clear about what it is that we do during a day.
She's the one that gives us ideas of how we can get engaged in the community and bring like volunteer opportunities to the individuals in service or job opportunities. She's the one that just seeks everything out and kind of the glue that holds it all together.
It comes from the heart, and she truly, truly cares for the individuals we serve.
They just hold a special place in my heart. If there's any way I can help them survive in society, then I'm going to do so.
She just enjoys being around them and serving them, and she has a soft spot in her heart for Mosaic because of the fact that they came to Ellsworth, built a facility, and provided a home for Spencer, our son.
I think a volunteer is so important to an organization like Mosaic because they do what they do out of a sense of commitment in their heart. They're not motivated by a paycheck. They're motivated by something internal that stirs their soul.
And it's important because we need to reach these folks. And it, in turn, the volunteer will feel as I do. I can guarantee you that. They're going to enjoy it too.
He always had a fascination with the school. We approached them to see if they would hire him as just somebody to clean up after football games.
I do the restrooms, I pick up trash.
So he cleans up after all of the sporting events at the school.
I recycle aluminum cans.
He has containers that he takes out into the community, and then he also has about 30 customers that call him on a regular basis that he goes and picks up their cans and then brings them up to the training center to be recycled.
Having a job is very, very important to Lauren. I own the Log Cabin Cafe, and I was in need of a dishwasher, so I went to NCTC and talked to them about hiring a client.
I mainly do the dishes.
You show him one time and he gets what he is supposed to do and does his job, and he's just fun to have there. He brightens your day. I can be in a grumpy mood and I can be around Lauren 10 minutes and I'm happy. We were in the kitchen one day down there and Lauren was washing dishes, and I said, how you doing back here, Lauren? You keeping up? And he goes, you know, I'll make somebody a really good housewife someday. And I started laughing and I said, really? What are you talking about? And he said, well, I can wash dishes, I can cook, and I can clean. My husband's name is Dale, and he works right next door at the gas station. And I said, well, you know, you're one up on Dale because he can clean and do dishes, but he can't cook. And it went 10 minutes later, and my husband Dale come walking through the back door, and Lauren took a towel and dried his hands and walked out there, and he goes, oh, by the way, Dale, you're out, I'm in. I can cook.
I just say that.
He loves to work. He likes to make people happy.
And I also have a great sense of humor. Oh, come on now, cut it out.
My job would be very, very hard if I did not live in the city of Pittsburgh. They have provided so many different possibilities for the people we support to be involved in our community.
The Chamber really tries to form relationships with a lot of organizations now, whether it's the university, the city, individual businesses. We really think that's important to help bridge a gap between different entities in town. We're sort of sit in the middle of a lot of groups where we can facilitate or introduce one another.
John is a caretaker for the Parks and Recreation Department. He goes around to all the parks with a helper and picks up trash and helps clean the parks and works for a few hours every day, Monday through Friday. What a great benefit that the guys at the shop have had over the last 12 years that John's been with us. They just say, you know, he really makes the building hop because he's always got a great attitude and he's always willing to work, and he's actually taught them about work ethic, probably more so than what we've taught John.
Every person that we serve in their own way tells us that they want to be involved in the community, that they want people to give them those opportunities, whether it's employment, volunteering, being a part of a service organization, or being a part of a family. They really truly want to live in caring communities, and they want to have meaningful lives in those communities.
I really hope that the individuals that are served by Mosaic feel like they're included in the community, whether they're coming out to a Pitt State football game, taking part in any event in the city. I don't want them to ever feel that they're not included. They're just part of one big community. That's really what we preach here, that we're one, whether it's the university, the city, the chamber, everybody comes together so well in the Pittsburgh area.
And more importantly, the community, when you really truly ask them what you need, they respond by saying we can do it. And Pittsburgh has responded wholeheartedly and 100%.
It's really getting them integrated in our community, showing that they can be productive members of our society, they can be included, they can offer services, offer benefits to us just like anybody else in the community. They want to make the community a better place, and we need to be mindful of that.
An entire community can learn from each other. I think when your kid's on the playground, you learn from all kids, and you learn about accepting, and you learn that while maybe everybody's not the same, they are still a vital part of our community. It's just as important for the rest of the community to understand that we've got a lot of talent right here with the people that they're serving, and we need to get that out and share that with the community.
When I first started working with Terry, he was not very cooperative with staff and their requests. He was very adamant about doing things his way, and that was it. He didn't like change, so major changes would kind of throw him off.
Terry didn't want to volunteer to help us do anything. He didn't want to work. There was a lot of refusals.
Now he's very independent. He has got community jobs. He does work for the city, and he's also a lawn care worker for Arrowhead West. And then he did just start his own lawn service.
Mowing and weed, raking the grass, it's my own business.
He's very particular at what he wants to do. Everything has to be right. The mowing has to be right. The weeding has to be right. He wants his job done right.
Anything he can do in the community, anything he can do to volunteer, anything he can do to help, he's always the first one to step up and help. He loves interaction with people. No matter who it is, he loves interaction with the people in the community, anybody.
He goes to the nursing home in Kiowa. He plays cards and bingo and stuff with the residents. And once a month he goes down there and he eats lunch with the residents at the nursing home.
We've been to the lake, we've picked up trash, we've painted like picnic tables, we painted the community wall that had graffiti on it.
The paint, it was good painting.
When Terry first came, Terry didn't want to really be friends with anybody. He didn't want to associate. Now he does. And he wants to go places with others. He wants to go and do other things.
There's a bunch of us. We go to movies, Walmart, and shopping.
Well, they get to see how happy he is in his life and how much he's accomplished. You know, he started his own business, which that's a major achievement for anybody. And so just seeing from, you know, having staffing every day, twice a day, to only having staffing in the evenings, and then, you know, starting your own business and getting a job out in the community. He's just very independent, so he's a very good role model for those that want to live more independently.
People motivate him, his friends motivate him, clients motivate him, and Terry is just excited about life and everything it has to offer, because he's just a completely different person in all areas of his life, every area.
Oh, I'm much happier.
Jared and Renee are wonderfully warm and amazing people. They have huge hearts and give anything that we're asking, they try to do.
We approached them about possibly having a coffee shop, and Renee came to us and said, you know, we have a space that you can use.
Which has kind of been my dream. I like coffee more than I like pharmacy sometimes. So when they mentioned that they would like to have a coffee shop, it just seemed like a really good fit.
With that, we've developed this partnership. We have 4 different ladies that actually work at this coffee shop in the morning and serve coffee to their customers.
The girls, they get to know their regular customers coming in, and they know what they like to drink and serve, and they look forward to seeing those customers every week. When you ask our individuals what they like about going to Graves, they like meeting new people in the community and making friends. One of our individuals said she likes waking people up with coffee in the morning.
But we're exposing the community to our ladies, to the IDD population, and that's really what our goal, our mission is as well.
They're able to come in and see the kinds of services that Mosaic provides and see that these individuals can hold jobs and that they're good at their jobs and they're friendlier than probably most employees are sometimes.
Graves asks us to come to any type of health fairs or events that they're doing in the community, so that everyone has really gotten to know what Mosaic does and gets to know our individuals in service because of that relationship that we have with Graves.
Being a nonprofit, people understand how difficult it is to start a business. And they basically have given us the space and say, here it is, we have customers coming in. They've been a godsend.
They're allowing us to show that we care about our community and that we want to do more than just fill people's prescriptions. I think that, we are all one community, and those clients they have family members, and everybody is touched by somebody that has a disability. And so if we reach out to them, then we're really reaching out to their family and to their friends and to the rest of the community, and we can just all support each other, and it's just been a great partnership.
He's a person that you would love all your employees to be like him. He comes in every day with a positive attitude, and no matter what happened the day before, he comes in with a bright outlook. He treats everyone with respect.
He strives to help individuals be independent and create their own success. His approach with the individuals that we serve is so respectful. Even if those persons served are presenting challenges or upset, his approach doesn't change.
He helps people who are experiencing those challenging behaviors, and he still treats them with dignity and with respect. And he doesn't hold grudges. He doesn't have any resentment the next day when he comes in. That's a unique quality, and not everybody can do that.
Everybody wants to work with Matt because he's fun, he's relatable. He doesn't go on a day-to-day basis talking about what his interests are. He's interested in what they're interested in. They know that he is genuinely interested in what they want to do and their success. And I think that it shows on his day-to-day work that he does every day. And I think that's why, the individuals in our program respond to him the way that they do.
Matt is one of the #1 people in my whole heart. He's my true friend.
I love them more than anything. I love them to death. There's nothing better, in my life, because we are brothers, and I tell that to them all the time.
Bubba's like really nice. Be a friend.
There's tons of rewards. Seeing a smiling face, seeing someone play basketball and shoot the ball from the three-point line, you know, and to see them do that, it's extremely rewarding and awesome feeling.
Random people will call Starkey or send us an email and talk about how great Matt is. They have seen him at Meals on Wheels, or they've seen him in the community, or they have a friend of a friend who knows somebody at Starkey, and they've talked to them about Matt, and they'll let us know. And so it comes full circle. It's not just us recognizing that. He's recognized throughout the community for being great.
It's nice to feel like you make a difference. It's nice to see change in someone you're working with, you know, positive change.
David had spent some time at the Parsons Hospital. Mom was not happy with everything there, and so she wanted him back home. Dad was looking towards retirement. Well, then he got started helping to get something going that David could be part of.
The Gent family has been an integral part of Tri-Valley since its formation back in 1975. Winifred Gent is considered one of the founding fathers of Tri-Valley, and he was the one who helped establish the Fort Scott Service Center. He also helped build the first group home in Fort Scott.
When they decided they needed a group home, he helped build that, literally helped build it. He went out on site and did some of the nailing and everything. Mom, she did a lot of the driving of the clients to Pickway.
I know they helped find transportation for everyone, and you know, they didn't have a staff. They did not have a staff to work with. They basically started it on their own. They cared about the community and the need for services in our area, because at that time, the only options for people with disabilities was the state hospital or staying at home. And I think the Gents realized that there needed to be something else for their son to do, and I think that's why, one of the reasons why they were integral in getting Tri-Valley started.
They eventually got the workshop going in Fort Scott. That has been such a blessing, because David really has enjoyed all of that and taking part in the activities and everything. And it's someplace he can go every day, and he enjoys it. Possibly he might have ended up in a state hospital. As it was, he had someplace to go during the day, and it made a big difference in his life.
They made it possible that he could remain in the home that he grew up in and still be with Tri-Valley.
When Dad passed away in September of 11, he wanted David to be able to live at home. But we also knew that he wouldn't be able to live by himself.
He left his